Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Today's webinar, we are talking about making the most out of your ASPE Convention Exposition experience. My name is Pam Rosenberg. I'm the Manager of Education and Certification for ASPE. And with me today, I have Amy Fisher of NTP. She's the Vice President of Marketing. Today, we are going to be talking about planning ahead, more about the mobile app that just launched, getting around the convention as well as Chicago, more about registration and badge pickup, the schedule, education overview, more about the expo, social networking events, and staying connected on site as well as when you leave. And for now, I'll turn it over to Amy, who can talk a little bit more about our justification toolkit.
Hello, we are very excited to have you guys joining us in Chicago, and we know that several of you have registered and some are still considering whether or not you should join us. And I wanted to let all of you know about a tool that we've developed that can be very helpful in your planning as you prep before the trip and also when you get back from the trip. We have some tools that are posted online to our site which fall under the category of a justification toolkit. And these tools are designed to give you an overview of the event and help you to communicate the value of attending the event to your supervisors and your colleagues. Some of these tools can also help you gain the approval and the funding that you need to join us. And you'll find that the tools include an overview about the event, some information about why you should attend and the type of value that you'll get. There's a document to help you calculate the ROI that you'll receive, and a justification letter that you can share with your manager. One of the great tools that I think will really work for everyone is the post-event reporting document that we provided. This is a great tool that helps you keep track of notes and your experiences, things that you learn, and it's a great way to journal and take the knowledge and the experiences that you gain at ASPE 2014 back with you to the office so that you can share it with your colleagues so that the education and the great learning that you gain on site can be extended even afterwards. So hopefully these tools will, if you haven't had a chance to check them out, please take a look at them because they'll be a great way for you to help kind of reinforce the investment in training and development that you'd be getting at ASPE 2014. Moving on, we want to also encourage you that if you have not done so already, please lock in your registration before you attend or before you head out for Chicago. This will save you time and expedite your registration process once you get on site. There are certainly two options for registration. The first is to register online. This will be the fastest method in expediting your on-site process. As a reminder, the exposition component of the event is free. And there are several different categories for attending the convention. There is member pricing versus non-member pricing. There are discounts for multiple attendees from your company that are attending. We have the ability for you to register guests, and there's also options for single-day registrations. If you visit the registration portion of our site, you'll see all those options lined up for you. In addition, if you don't get the opportunity to register on site and you're just going to register, if you don't get the opportunity to register ahead of time, you do have the opportunity to register with us on site, and we'll get into registration and badge pickup a little bit more, but we do have on-site registration available for convention participants beginning Friday, September 19th through Sunday, September 21st, and then once the expo kicks off, we'll have registration at Lakeside McCormick from Monday, September 22nd, that should say on the slide, through Wednesday, September 24th. Sorry about that. And something else that we want to put top of mind as you're preparing for your trip out to Chicago is that new in 2014, we have launched a mobile app specifically for the ASPE Convention and Exposition. The app is available now in your app store. If you search for ASPE 2014, you'll be able to find it and download it for free. This is an excellent tool to help you plan, and it gives you instant access to the complete program agenda, session descriptions, bios. There's an interactive floor map that will help you get more information on all of our exhibitors. You can see their booth profiles. You can learn about show specials. You can map who you want to meet with and how best to navigate the show floor and get everything done. You can add sessions, education sessions to your calendar so that you don't miss those. You can take notes right in the app. And another important feature is that we'll be sending buzz notifications via the app throughout your experience to remind you of important sessions that are starting or events that are happening so you won't miss anything throughout your entire experience. So please feel free to download it and check it out. Another important feature while you're prepping for your trip is that we want to help you save money, and we want to make sure that you know how to get around while you're in Chicago. And the official airport shuttle for ASPE 2014 is Go Airport Express. And if you register through the special portal that they have set up, you will receive a 15% discount on all of your travel, so or your airport travel to and from the hotel and the airport. So please feel free to visit their special portal and register for a time slot. And let me reiterate that we will be passing around all of the PowerPoint presentation to all attendees after the event. So you'll have access to all of these URLs and can click right through onto all of this information as a great reference. So just in case you're taking notes furiously, we'll make sure everybody gets a copy of this so that you will have all this information at your fingertips. The second thing that we want to make you aware of, because this is very new and different for the ASPE Convention and Exposition, is the shuttle bus service. We want to make sure that you're allowing extra time every day to get to and from your hotel to the convention center, because you will need to board a shuttle bus that is available from all the official show hotels, and will take you with complimentary service to Lakeside McCormick. You can allot about 20 minutes for the ride, so please plan ahead so that you don't miss any important sessions or events that are happening while you're on your way to the convention center. And the shuttle bus service will also be available on Sunday night for the party at the House of Blues. Shuttle bus service begins at 6:30 with the event starting at 7 o'clock. We also, if you want to log on to the site, we have complete information about the shuttle schedule, routes, and boarding locations. So hopefully these are some resources that will help save you some time and money. And with this, I'm going to turn it over to Pam, and she's going to talk about registration and badge pickup.
Great, thank you. So you don't have to memorize this screen here, because this will all be provided to you in the show guide that you'll receive when you check in for registration. And all the information is online, and like Amy said, we're going to be sending you a copy of this presentation so you can look it over and review it before you depart for Chicago. Registration for full convention registrants begins Friday and goes through Sunday afternoon. If you are not a full convention registrant, do not go try to check in unless you are an exhibitor. So just keep that in mind. Again, you don't have to memorize this, and then full registration opens up again on Monday at 7 a.m. So and then we have two different registration sites, one at the Sheraton and then at Lakeside McCormick, which is where the expo is taking place. And if you are attending the banquet on Tuesday evening, banquet ticket exchange cuts off Monday at 12 noon promptly. We have to prepare and make sure that we get enough meal information in, so that cuts off promptly at 12. However, if you do not have a preference on what meal you will be having at the banquet, that's still okay. You will still be invited to attend if you are a full convention registration participant or you purchase a banquet ticket. You just won't be able to choose your meal selection if you don't get it in before Monday at noon. Again, this will all be provided to you. A couple of schedule highlights I want to talk about. There's a few things going on before the convention. If you are a CPD or a PE, we welcome you to register for the Green Plumbing Design Workshop, GPD. It's taking place Thursday and Friday. And like we said, Friday, registration for full conference, expo only, or exhibitors and expo only with House of Blues ticket purchase can start that on Friday. Continuing on, Saturday we've got registration at the Sheraton. 7:30 in the morning on Saturday starts our committee meetings, and then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon is the big delegate business meeting. If you are not a delegate, we still invite you to attend. You just cannot enter the delegate floor where our delegates will be voting, but you are invited to attend that if you are going to Chicago. Sunday, very similar situation. The meeting is from 8 to 5, and registration day opens at 7. And in the evening, we'll get into this a little bit more, but this is a Friday night party at the House of Blues presented by Sloan Valve. Monday, we're really excited. Registration opens at Lakeside McCormick. Again, this is where the expo is taking place. If this is your first time attending a convention expo, you will be invited to attend a first-timers breakfast. And then at 7 a.m. at the same time, the council meetings start, and then promptly at 9, our keynote address will happen. And then at 10 o'clock, the exposition opens. And later on, we will talk about exhibitor night that's going on and the Young Professionals Networking event Monday evening. On Tuesday, you see registrations going on there. We had the start of our technical session, sandwiched in between the exposition is their technical session, and then Monday night is the banquet cocktail hour and the banquet Tuesday evening. Wednesday is wrapping up with more educational sessions, and we will talk more about that shortly. And you have to be living under a rock to not know that, the NFL Hall of Fame defensive tackle and Chicago Bears Super Bowl champion Dan Hampton is our keynote speaker. This is really a unique thing for us. You know, we're in Chicago. It's the 50th. We're very, very close to Soldier Field, and many people that follow the NFL and the Bears know very much about him. So please, you're welcome to attend that, and hopefully you get a chance to shake his hand, maybe take some pictures. And again, this is open to everybody, and this is a way to kick off the expo, which is going to happen right after that. We spoke about the technical sessions. If you've been online or you've gotten some emails from us, you'll see that there are 25 technical sessions for you to choose from. The Education Committee has chosen a really good group of speakers on a variety of topics. And if you've attended one of our shows in the past, you'll maybe remember that our tracks are sort of set up by topic rather than, so we'll talk about medical gas for one track, or we'll talk about fire and life safety. Well, we designed it this year so you have a very easy way to distinguish if you, for example, are early on in your career. There's a track, the first track right there, entry-level plumbing systems design. So if you're early on or you want a refresher on some of those topics, we encourage you to go to those. And this will tie in really well with the justification toolkit that Amy had mentioned. If you need something to go talk to your boss or your employer about it, you can tell them, listen, there's a track that is just right for me, and these are the topics that are going on. So we hope that you will find that beneficial. If you are a CPD or you are a PE, each of these sessions awards 0.125 CEUs, again, that are applicable towards your license and recertification requirements. And again, all of this is online, and if you have any questions about any of the technical sessions, please do let us know. All the descriptions, presenter bios is all online for you. And I will turn to talk more about the exposition.
Excellent. Thanks, Pam. So we're super excited about the exposition this year. As you know, it will take place on Monday and Tuesday, September 22nd and 23rd. The hours are 10 to 6 on Monday and 10 to 3 on Tuesday. If you go online or if you download the app, you will see an interactive floor plan, which can really help you start planning kind of your course of attack while you are on site with us in Chicago. And if you go to the interactive floor map, what you'll be able to do is search all of our exhibitors by company, by product categories. Again, you can view their profiles and see more information about their products. You can check out all the show specials that they're offering. And you can really start to identify who you want to meet with while you are in Chicago over those 2 days. So we encourage you to take a look at the map on the site, or again, download the app and start taking a look at all the great folks that we have exhibiting this year at the event. Moving to the next slide, I'd like to focus on some of the highlights that we have for this year. We're really excited that this year we have 13 non-compete extended show hours for you so that you can really make the most of your experience, that you can meet with all the folks that are exhibiting, that you can get answers to your questions and really engage all of the experts. As you know, the ASBE exposition encompasses the largest display of plumbing design products and services available anywhere. So it's a really dynamic opportunity for you to take a look at new and innovative products that could help propel your business. In addition, we want to point out that there is complimentary education available in the New Product Innovation Showcase. I'll talk about that a little bit more on the next slide, but that will be taking place in the ASBE Pavilion, which is booth 302. And then don't forget that there's also the ability to earn CEUs just for walking the show floor, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as well. So moving on to the New Product Innovation Showcase, we are super excited that we have 19 exhibitors that will be highlighting some of the most exciting innovations in plumbing system design that have been launched since the last ASBE event in 2012. So the sessions occur every 30 minutes during show floor hours. Each session will last about 15 minutes, and they'll do a presentation about their product. You'll have the chance to ask questions, to take a look at the new products. It's really a great opportunity to see what's new and exciting and how it could possibly benefit your business. So we encourage you to take a look at the schedule. It's posted online. It's available in the app, and it will be in the show guide. And certainly stop by the ASPE Pavilion and check out some of these great presentations while you're on site. Another exciting feature of the exposition are the prizes. Everybody loves to win a prize. And this year, we're going to be giving away 10 iPad minis. They're going to be given away hourly during the exposition hours. And what you want to do is that you'll be given a prize ticket that you'll drop into the bins that will be located at the entrance of the expo floor each day. One ticket for Monday, one ticket for Tuesday. And you must be present to win. So make sure that you get your tickets, you drop them in the bins, and we'll be making announcements every hour about who the winners are. So hopefully you're feeling lucky. If not, I will gladly take your iPad mini.
And to go off of that, I just saw the prizes, and they are fabulous. So strongly encourage you to stay on the floor as long as possible. Going off of what Amy was talking about, the whole, one of the big parts of the exposition is the networking. And you've seen us talk about it before, but there's over 4,000 of your peers are going to be here, and they're going to be from all over the world. We have people coming from India and Japan, and you get to share ideas, but you also get to talk to the manufacturers that you work with and hear more about their product. As you know, there are no sales going on the floor, so it's more of a conversation rather than other types of shows that you've been to. You've probably been to a local chapter product fair. It's very similar. It's just on a much larger scale, and it's overlooking Lake Michigan, so you can't go wrong by attending the expo. And as Amy and I had mentioned, you can earn continuing education for being on the show floor and attending the technical sessions. Just to review the convention, if you attend 5 technical sessions, that's the maximum that you can attend. You can earn 0.625 CEUs, so it's a little over 6 hours. And the exposition, it awards up to 13 hours or 1.3 CEUs. But please keep in mind, if you are a PE in New York State, the expo show floor hours are not applicable to your license. And as we have done with the past couple of conferences, all of the presentations that we have received will be provided to you on a flash drive when you check in at registration. So you're going to receive all this information to go home with, take notes on, and really, you'll even get to see the sessions that you didn't attend. So there's really tons of learning and takeaway from the technical sessions. Getting onto the fun social events. On Sunday night, we officially kick off the convention and expo, and it is, as Amy had mentioned, shuttle bus service does start at 6:30 from the host hotels at 6:30 to begin the event at 7 o'clock. The Sunday night event is presented by Sloan Valve, and they are actually located in Chicago, so we're really excited to team up with them and put on a really exciting event for our 50th anniversary. It's gonna be really, really nice. If any of you have been to a House of Blues, they don't mess around. It's really a unique, very, very unique venue. And again, everybody that has registered for the convention is invited to attend. We're going to have music, drinks, food, really good music, and we've hired a local band to provide the entertainment. And again, as I mentioned, shuttle service is going to and from the hotels and the House of Blues from 6:30 to midnight. And you are invited to attend if you're a full conference attendee, you have an exhibitor badge, or you're expo only with a purchased ticket to the House of Blues. If not, tickets can be purchased at the door for an additional $50, pending that we have not sold out the space. But again, if you're thinking about it, let us know ahead of time so that you avoid any issues when we get on site. Monday evening is the exhibitor hospitality night. All exhibitors that have decided to do so, they are inviting their engineers, their reps to go out with them. Many of the exhibitors have rented out spaces, for example, in Soldier Field or Wrigley Field, or many of the rooftop bars in downtown Chicago. And some of them are invitation only. So if you are thinking about one of the exhibitor parties, maybe go talk to them when you're on the expo show floor on Monday, and just talk to them, get a little bit more information about it, and hopefully they will invite you to attend their event. And as a reminder, ASPE does not keep a schedule of these hospitality events. This is done entirely separately of the convention and expo. So just make sure you get in touch with those exhibitors or maybe ask a colleague. They might have some other information for you. And if you're a part of our Young Professionals group, you are invited to attend our largest Young Professionals networking event Monday evening. It's just before most of the exhibitor parties do happen, so they don't conflict. The Chicago chapter, the AYP group, is hosting this, and it's a Rock Bottom brewery. I'm sure many of you have been to a Rock Bottom, but this one is a really great one for the local Chicago people. You get to tour the brewery, taste beer, and network with everybody. And I will let you know right now, if you are considering it, we are almost sold out, which is very exciting news. And again, pre-registration is required. There is a minimal fee for it. It is $15. If you have any questions, send an email to ayp@aspe.org or get in touch with us in any other means, and we're happy to point you in the right direction. And then the closing social event on Tuesday night is the cocktail hour and banquet. Starting at 6:30 is the cocktail hour being presented by TMB Publishing, which is the publishers for the PE magazine, Plumbing Engineer. And then at 7:30 begins the ASPE banquet. As you know, this is a formal event. So we're saying it is black tie suggested, no jeans or khakis. It's nicer dress than business casual or how you would go to work. This is a very special event. We're going to honor award recipients and induct the 2014-2016 ASPE Board of Directors. All full conference attendees and guest registrants, they will receive a banquet ticket in their registration packet. If you are not a full registrant for the convention, you can purchase a ticket to this exciting event for $90, and again, this can also be done at registration. If you are bringing a spouse or a guest with you, there are two events that we're very pleased to talk about. On the 22nd from 1 to 3:30 is the Ice Cream Social. And then on the 23rd, which is Monday, when we're all busy in the expo, they are invited to go on a Chicago Highlights tour. And it's taking place on a trolley. And as you see on the screen here, the trolley will depart curbside from the Sheraton, which is the flagship hotel, right before the tour kicks off. And you can find more information on this link that is provided to you right there. And I will turn things back to Amy for a couple more points.
So as I mentioned before, we're really excited that you're thinking about joining us in Chicago or already booked to join us in Chicago. But we want to remind you that it is not too late to encourage your peers and colleagues to attend as well. You've heard about the event. You've seen all the great stuff that's going to be happening. This is really one of the most important industry events that will be happening this year. It's biennial. We're celebrating 50 years of advancing plumbing engineering. It's really exciting, and we encourage you to help us spread the word about the event. Remember, the exposition is free, but there's lots of discounts for convention attendees. First-timers can save 50%. As I mentioned, there are discounts for teams. Your boss can attend for free. Single-day registrations are available. And folks that attended the 2013 ASPE Technical Symposium can save 30%. So we encourage you to share information about our site, forward along any promotions that you've received, and post about the fact that you're joining us in Chicago and encourage folks to join you as well. Last but certainly not least, we want to give you a few tips about how to stay connected both on-site and when you return home. Again, we think that the education and the experience that you're going to walk away with is going to be outstanding, and we want to make sure that you're able to maximize that. On-site, again, remember to download the app. It's got a lot of information right at your fingertips, plus you'll be given the show guide and a lot of other great resources. Visit the event site for any additional information that you need. Bring lots of business cards because you are going to make lots of connections, and you want to be able to stay in touch after the event. And share ideas and information that you've learned and pictures on social media. We're using the hashtag ASPE50 in celebration of our 50th anniversary. And we really want to hear what you think and what you're learning and see what you're experiencing. So please share that with us. In addition, when you return home, we want to make sure that you're able to kind of extend the time and the money, the investment that's been spent with us. So please review all the education, all the information you learned during the technical sessions, all the information you've learned by meeting with exhibitors and attending the New Product Innovation Showcase. and then share that knowledge with your peers and colleagues so that they can learn more about what you've learned, and you can really extend the investment your company has made in your attendance at ASPE 2014. It can be extended to the rest of your team members as well. And please make sure that you reconnect with all the folks that you meet with, all of the exhibitors and the other attendees, because they can help propel your business forward into 2015 and beyond. These are great relationships that you're going to build, and we really want you to maximize that. So Pam, you want to wrap things up for us?
Yeah, with that in mind, as you see, there's a couple dates on the screen here, so save the date of those upcoming events. But we will open up the floor to questions, so if you want to type those in right now, we can answer them live. And if we can't get an answer to you, we will get that as an email to you after today. But there was someone that asked a question, I'm staying at a different hotel, can I still get on the shuttle? If you are able to make it to one of the 3 hotels to get on the shuttle bus, we encourage you to do so, but we're not providing services, shuttle bus services to any other hotels except for the 3 that are the main hotels. All right, well, again, go online. There's that link that is provided below, and as soon as we're able to get this ready for you, we will send it out through an email, what we had talked about today. Visit aspe.org/expo. That's the, that's the main link that will get you to everywhere that you need to go. But again, we want to thank you so much for your time today. And again, any questions, please let us know. And we look forward to seeing you in just a couple of weeks, if you can believe it. So we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you again for your time.